Hi guys, my name is Leah,
My name's Anna.
and we are the Yap Track. Today, we are going to be talking about sibling dynamics.
And friendship dynamics.
Yes. We'll see. We'll go with the flow, because you guys know we sidetrack.
Yeah, guys, this is all not scripted.
It's not. We try to script it. It doesn't work out.
Nah.
It's okay. We just go with the flow.
Yep.
You want to go first or me?
First, out of the ranking, which sibling is the best? Guys, oldest sibling, middle sibling, or youngest?
I don't even know that. I think oldest, because I don't know. I don't think there is such thing as who's the best.
The middle is the best!
I disagree.
That's because you're an oldest.
I don't think there is a best, in my opinion.
There is.
I think they're all bad, equally.
Bad? Dang.
Like,
I think...
because, like, you know how there's, like, no good, like, if you talk to someone and you say how they grew up, everybody has their own, like, older sibling trauma, middle sibling trauma, and younger sibling trauma. Like, there's just, what's it called? Like, generational, like, things with the trope to, like, oldest, middle, and youngest.
Yeah.
Like, everybody says that. So that's why I mean, like, there's no good one. There's no best one.
Oh, like, best one to be?
Yeah, because it's all bad.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, like, out of, like, best ranking, though, you know? Like,
Oldest.
Middle.
Oldest.
Middle sibling.
You can tell who's what. Okay. You want to go first or me?
What should we talk about?
So I'm the oldest sibling out of 3. So it's me, my brother, and my sister, and then I have step siblings.
I'm the middle youngest out of 3 of my siblings. So I have 2 older brothers, me, and then a younger brother. And I'm also the only girl. I feel like that has a play in the different sibling dynamics, like sisters and brothers.
That also has a thing.
I'm a girl that grew up with only brothers, and
I have a brother who grew up with only girls.
Yeah.
So I guess it is different, but I think for me it's different because I grew up more on the boy side of my family. Like, I was a tomboy. So, like, my sister was more girly, and she was like, it was like she had 2 brothers. Because I would like, I would like be physical with my brother, and I would like, be rough, and I would like take interest in boy stuff. I would always get in trouble for that. I would get in trouble for liking cars and like wanting like Legos or something. Yeah.
I'd say I was the same, like, obviously, because I had only brothers and that was my influence. Also, all my cousins were guys too. Like, if I had any outside family members, they were guys. So, I mean, I did play a part in, like, me being a little spoiled, I guess, because, only girl, the only princess. But I did take a lot of interest in my siblings' hobbies and interests, like, PS3, PS2, games, wrestling, fighting, beating each other up. But I would force my little brother to play My Little Pony with me and Barbie. So
see, that's never happened to me. But like, you know how people say if you're a boy that's raised by like sisters, you come out like the best boy or something like that. Yeah. Like, you come out being the most sweet boy who knows what like girls want or like stuff like that. See, my brother is not like that, but I think it's also because I grew up more on the masculine side. But like, I also like try to like tell my brother stuff. But like, yeah, I feel like it's like my brother was really raised with a lot of boys, but it's really he hasn't. It's been I feel like my family's equal. We have like even amount of boys and girls. Like, it's just different age gaps. Like age gaps. But yeah, my brother is not one of he does not go to the stereotype of the girl sibling thing. He's no bueno.
Yeah, I heard that too. Like, a boy and a girl only household tend to be more like affectionate, more cooler. But it could also be their relationship with their mother too. Like if they don't have a good relationship with their mother, then they're probably gonna end up hating girls. But if they do, boom, you got a girl loving boy. I would hope that's every
Yeah,
boy.
if only.
If only.
If
If only
only.
that were the case.
It's like it goes to trauma. Like
Yeah, it
literally.
really does depend on everybody's family.
Should we
Oh,
talk about our like my older sibling trope trauma and your
oh my
younger
god.
sibling trope
Okay.
trauma?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll go first. I feel like if anybody has it the hardest, it's the older sibling.
I agree.
Because like growing up, I always before I had my siblings, my brother is 3 years apart from me and my sister is four. My brother and sister are 1 year apart and there's only three. So I feel like I was really like growing up until my brother was born. He got a little bit older and then my sister got a little bit older. I started reaching a standard, like I had to reach a standard where I couldn't do anything wrong because I had to be a role model for my siblings and I couldn't make mistakes. So I had like a fear of making mistakes and like that prevented me from like ever actually making mistakes and learning from them. So I was just always cautious about what I would do and never actually learning from the things I did. And that would always like cause me to like always overthink, which is why I think I overthink a lot. Because I always had to think of every move I made. Like I always had to think of what I would say, what I would do, like what I would be in, like everything. I would always have to think. That's also why I think in multiple like scenarios because I have to think of many ways it would come out because I have to think of the best possible way. So it's like I always just have to be aware and like make sure it's like the best thing because
Yeah.
getting in trouble was like I feel like I didn't get in trouble a lot, but when I did, it was like bad. So it was also a fear, I guess. It's also like I fear because of that. I fear like making mistakes. Like everything I have to do, it has to be perfect. Like I don't want to be like approached because I did something wrong. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
just like a fear. Like I can't. I have to do everything right, which is also why I feel like I'm OCD. Like it's just I feel like the older sibling has just so much running in their heads because of like their parents always telling you like what you have like what the standard you have to do. Like you always have to be the best sibling. You always have to show like teach your siblings stuff. You always have to like be on the top of your stuff and like stuff like that because your siblings look up to you. But I disagree with that because I feel like you should let the older sibling grow up and like make mistakes. Like parents shouldn't tell their kid like the older sibling to like be the role model so like early, like so young, because then they'll just end up like the way I am, like so many things running through their head and like the fear that they don't get a chance to grow up. Because of that,
Mhm.
like I felt like I matured so like early. I never like I felt like I didn't have a childhood. Like I never got to experience like kids stuff or like stuff like that because I had to be the mature older sibling. So
Yeah. It was like really something that was forced upon you and you didn't get to pick because, like experiencing neglect and then being the only one that's like the oldest sibling is the one with the most skills and the most life. Like they live more. Obviously, you're gonna feel the need to take responsibility over your younger ones.
it's also like because I'm the older sibling and I'm always supposed to know what to do. I have a fear of asking for help. I hate
Mm-hmm.
asking for help. Like I can't ask for help. Like if someone tells me if I need help, I feel weak. Like I feel like I did something wrong. So like I don't know. It's just the pressure of always having to be the best. It gets to you. I literally hate that feeling. Which is also like why now, like if I do something wrong, I let it slide because I'm now like letting myself go like make mistakes because I never got to do that when I was younger. Like it's something you have to do if you grew up not being able to make mistakes. Like you literally have to make mistakes to like evolve. It's like be
Literally, yeah.
literally the better like the better version of yourself. Like there's no way you can't make mistakes in your life.
Yeah, you have to make mistakes, guys. Um, for me, it's a very similar experience. Not like I am the middle youngest, but because my oldest sibling, he has like mental disability, he has autism, he isn't technically the oldest sibling. In his head, he's younger than like he's way younger than all of us, which, sits him back. Um, automatically moves me up the scale. Now I'm the middle sibling. Um, my oldest brother, I wouldn't say he was the most like in the like fit the role of an older sibling. Like, yeah, he would do older sibling things, like beat us up. I don't know, defend us sometimes. But even then, he had his moments where he was very childish and like, you know, I don't want to say too much because like my siblings, they could be watching right now and they could like come into my room and say, "What the fuck did you say?" you know. But naturally, because I felt like I was the more aware, because also it has to do with my mom using me as like her therapist. So as a child, that made me emotionally kind of expand and made me more mature than I had to learn things about things that I shouldn't be knowing about as a kid. So I kind of like matured way more faster and I was put in charge of my siblings and like I took all this responsibility also because of my situation growing up. Like we had my parents weren't technically like together, so we had like split custody and stuff. And yeah, when I was at my mom's house, like it was cool and chill. We got to be actual siblings. But when I was at my dad's, it was survival. Like he was not there. He neglected us a lot. And so I had to take on that role to be the oldest sibling and take care of my siblings. And, you know, same thing as Leah, you know, you're not allowed to make mistakes. You're not allowed to live your childhood. Like my childhood was taken from me. And I'm not sure where else to go with this. It's like, yeah, I'm the middle child,
But it's
but
literally
the
like,
roles are
yeah,
reversed.
it's like
Yeah,
you're
I
the
had to
middle
take that
child,
role.
but you had to be the one to step up
Yeah,
to be the oldest.
I
So
stepped
it's
up.
like that's. I feel like that's why we also think alike
Yeah, we're like
because
this.
we grew up in like the like what's it called?
Like same scenarios almost.
Yes, I can't find the word I'm trying to think of. The standard. We were raised in like the same standard, but like yeah, it's also I feel like it is also how the way you grow up because also
Yeah,
my parents were always on and off. I've always yeah, like I've always dealt with people being on and off. Like my whole family, I'm not in contact with my family. Like
me
everybody,
neither.
there's so much family drama that like I also yeah, I don't talk to people much because I also fear them leaving, so I can't get comfortable with a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't know. I've all those like the littlest things can affect your childhood.
Like one little thing,
Right,
like
the smallest thing can
you could trip and that'll change your whole life.
yeah, you'll forever be scared of cracks and rocks.
Yes, like
That's having so much instability like growing up as a kid kind of just messed us up.
but yeah, people like it depends on how you go with it.
Yeah.
Like it literally is how you go with it cuz I feel like it'll be like my with my mom, it would be like she would give us attention but not at the same time. We would be neglected at the same time. And then I might we wouldn't be like kids. It would just it would literally just be me and my siblings like it would never be with my mom. It would just be us siblings doing the kid stuff. But we could
Yeah.
never do it with my mom. And then at my dad's, we would be kids, like we would like do like play games or stuff like that, but he would not be there also. Like my dad also neglected us. So it's like it's always like I had to be the parent and I had to like raise that's all I
Yeah.
also like I had to raise my own siblings basically. Like I had to like play with them and stuff like that. So I couldn't be like a kid myself. And I also like kind of like joke with my mom how they're like my kids. I'm like, "Oh, our daughter is like still at school or something like that." And she gets so
Uh-huh.
mad at me.
What
But it's
the
like
heck?
that girl is my sister. That's like my sister and my daughter at the same time. My brother's like my son, my brother. Like
Yeah.
it's like you like my mom like gets mad at me, but like you can't get mad at me if like that's the way I grew up. Like I had to raise my siblings because of the like being neglected.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like as much as I do take care of my siblings and like try to step in for them, I deep down wish that I had that older sibling. Like I wish there's so many times
Yes.
I wish I didn't have to do all this. I wish I would be the one being taken care of.
I feel
But then,
like yeah,
yeah.
every older sibling has that moment where I need the older sibling.
Yeah.
So like I that's why I've also looked like I've looked up to so many people. Like I've looked up to my uncles, my aunts, like I've looked up to people who like went through like the worst things and then they went like they were downhill and then they went like they just kept going up. Like they were doing good, like stuff like that. So that's why I always found like my biggest role models and like my inspirations was always like my uncle and my aunt. Like literally, like I don't think I've ever. Yeah, there was like no way for my parents to be my biggest role model because they were just. It was
Mm-hmm.
just like there was no examples, you know. So it was like I do like I would literally see my aunt and my uncle as my older sibling because I was always like be talking to them and stuff like that. Like I think there was this one time I don't know where my mom was, but I was really young, and I would be in my grandma's house, and like my grandma only at that time she had only like spoken Spanish, and she did not understand English, and I think my two uncles were living with her at that time, and I needed help with homework, and I was like, she was like, "Do you need help, Mija?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do need help." And she was trying to help me, and she just could not understand anything. And then
Oh my
she
god.
would like try to do it and like try to solve the problem, and she did solve the problem, but she didn't. And then my uncle would come out and like help me. So it was like he was literally my older brother, or like the older sibling I needed, and he would always help me. And then like the same thing for my aunt, like
Mm.
she would like give me things that because you know how siblings pass things down. Like
Yeah.
my
Like hand me
aunt
downs.
would like give me stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like for a little bit my life, I did have my older brother. Like he was present for a bit, but because of the stuff we were all going through, like we were all traumatized. He got very distant. He shut down. Like something just happened. He shut down. He stopped being there mentally, and so I kind of feel like I lost that sibling. And then ever since then, I was the oldest sibling to my younger brother, and so like even now, I still try to do everything in my power to like provide for him and give him the things that I would have wanted when I was growing up from my oldest sibling. And yeah, like, and also like my role models, like my biggest role model is my mom. Like we've had iffy parts, but even if she wasn't that emotionally available, she was still like my friend. She treated me more as a friend, and she treated me like an actual person than rather than her daughter. Like she would talk to me about her situations, and like every time there was a problem, it was me. I would sit here on my bed, little me, and she would just talk about all this adult stuff that I necessarily didn't need to know about that, but I sat there and I listened to her because she had no one else. And she was also like one of the oldest siblings, and she had 11, I think 10 siblings. She was 11th. She was the oldest daughter out of all of them, so she had to take care of everyone. So I feel like that kind of fits in with mine, like with why I'm the way I am, because she was that way too. I don't know if it's just like generational trauma, like we all have parents that are not emotionally there, or
Hmm.
just things like this. Anyways, yeah, she was my biggest role model. I did have like half siblings that would pop in every now and then. I had one. He was awesome. He was like my first actual like figure that I would consider a father. He stepped up because obviously my dad wasn't doing it. My dad, I do not even remember him ever like just being there. He would like pop in now and then, buy us gifts, take us out to eat, but like hello. Anyway, I don't know a single thing about him either. Like I lived with him. He's still alive. We still communicate sometimes, but I still don't know like anything. Um, but yeah, my oldest half sibling, he stepped up. He lived with us for a bit, and he took care of us. And like, there's a lot of things I know now because of him that he taught us. Um, Other than that, I didn't really like. There wasn't really other family members. Again, I was secluded. Our family, like, we didn't really talk to our other family members, mainly because they didn't live here, and a lot of them lived in Mexico. But I feel like that really did play a role in me and my siblings. You know, we all we had was each other. Basically, our parents weren't there. We didn't have other like family members to talk to, so it was really just me and my siblings fending for ourselves. But honestly, I'm glad because our bond is even stronger. Like, yeah, my brothers can be a little, but I love them. I love the shit out of my siblings. I'll buy them anything. Like, I sacrifice so much for them. I'm basically their mom, and like, my mom, she jokes about it, but no, it's like, it's not a joke. Like, I'm their mother. So, yeah.
Yeah. I would agree like how also my mom, it's like my mom's not my mom. She's like more of a friend also. Cuz my mom
Yeah.
does the same thing. Like she talks to me about her stuff. And then yeah, my mom talks to me like a lot about her like stuff, but it's also cuz I've gone through more than my siblings would understand
Yeah.
because of like the trauma. So I just know more cuz my mind is like more open to like the things she would talk to me about. And then like I would always find like father figures or like mother figures and like everybody like I'd always think I would just have like what's it called? It's like
Like,
father like
father issues?
yeah, like I would only have one side of the parent issues, but and now like realizing I always had both. So which is why I would always see those figures in like teachers or like random people I meet
Mm-hmm.
like wishing I had that parent.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then like I think it's also family like I don't have anyone my age. Like the only person who's my age is my cousin. She's just 1 year older. So I also like she was also like an older sister to me. But I never really got to see her. Because of our family like we always had family breakups. I would see her for a long period of time and then I would not see her for like way longer like a period of time and then I would see her for a little bit and then break up again like it was never constant and I always have to like be by myself or like just hang out with the younger kids and I would have to take care of them. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like
It's just everything repeated again,
yeah, it's
basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
So you
like
didn't really have someone older to like be your role model
no,
that
yeah,
was
cuz
your age.
that's on my dad's side and then my mom's side, all kids are just way older like but like I couldn't hang out with the older kids because I was scared of them. Yeah, but I would hang out with them for a little bit and then they would be like, "Oh, we're gonna do something. You should go." You know? I was like, "Oh, okay."
We're going on a
So,
walk.
and so I would just be like taking care of the younger kids. So it's just like repeated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like our sibling dynamics do play a big part in our friendship dynamic.
No, for sure. Like just in your everyday to day life, like being the oldest, it's like it's not even something I'm trying to do. It's like I'm always the mother of the group. Like I always need to like help or something. Like if I see something, I'm gonna like go. Like if you're hurting or something's going on with you, I'm gonna go ask you and like try to help you. Or like something there's a situation going on, I'm gonna try to like fix it. Like I don't try to, it just happens. Like I'm just like gravitating to
Mm,
the situation. Like it's just it comes natural to me. So like if I see a problem, I'm gonna like try to see what's happening and then try to think of multiple ways to fix it or not. Like it's literally like this little hamster running in my head. Just a million thoughts, a
the
million
hamster.
scenarios, like running through my head to see like what to do, what not to do.
Yeah, I feel like that is true. You do. You always try to correct something or like find the best scenario, best way to fix problems and like step up. I feel like my role would be like being the listener because that's what I was growing up, a listener, listening always and observing, paying attention, advice giving. But I love buying gifts and like treating my friends, like buying things, providing, like basically being like lending a hand. I'm always open.
Hmm.
Like you need help, I will help you. You want ideas, I give you ideas. Like that's what I am.
Yeah, I'm the same way. But I feel like it's more for like a friend though. Like for
Mm-hmm.
my siblings, like if a friend wants like needs is going through something or needs help, I'll be there. Like I'll listen to you and then I'll give you advice. And if there's something that you're not seeing and you need help like seeing that, I'll tell you what I think that's happening that would like probably fix your situation. Like I'll give you advice and I'll tell you like what you should or like should not do. And like I just don't do that with my siblings. I don't really talk to them much. But like
Mm.
me and my siblings, we're always on and off. Like we'll argue for a day, but then we'll go back or stuff like
Yeah, I think
that.
that's just a sibling thing.
And then I feel like if I talk to anybody on like yeah, on like a deep level, I guess it'll probably just be my brother. I'm more closer to my brother than my sister. But I think that's just I don't know. I try not to do that because like growing up, I was like I've always hung out with my brother, and like I'm like I never really knew much about my sister, I guess, because I would always hang out with my brother. And my sister, she would always be like the one just be with the parent, like the girls.
Well, yeah, she was a baby, huh?
Yeah, she was a baby, so like nobody would be with her. And I like growing up, I felt like guilty because I was like dang, like I left my sister alone. Like I was her older sibling. Like I was too focused on like the expectations of me that I didn't be like the actual role model that I should have been to my siblings. Like I should have been there for my sister and like hung out with her, like play dress up or whatever girly thing she wanted to do. Even if I was a tomboy, I should have done that. Or like just talk to her like about school or her friends or like giving her advice. And then my brother, I've always talked to him. Like I give my brother like advice all the time because this boy, the things he says, like you shouldn't be doing that, bro. Like he
Yeah.
does not think the way he thinks is not good. And like I guess it's just like because me and my brother like kind of have the same trauma, I guess, or like we kind of like relate, we kind of like talk more, and also because I've always been closer to my brother. My brother talks to me more than my mom, which is also like also a big thing that I don't think my mom realizes is when my mom is like arguing with my brother and wants to get her point across, she always comes to me first. Mama always will come to me saying like, "Can you talk to your brother before I do because I like he doesn't listen to me." I'm
Bro, my mom does the same thing.
like I mean, I guess I can, but shouldn't that be your job? But I mean, I guess I'll do it because when my mom talks to my brother, it just does not translate. It's like all hell breaks loose, and like I can actually, because my brother is comfortable with me, so I can actually like hear like what he's doing and stuff like that. Like he'll give me all the information, and I'll just tell my mom. So I'm basically like the freaking like messenger constantly.
Literally.
Like I'll just listen and like yeah.
Yeah. My mom does the same thing, but mainly because there's a language barrier, like my
Oh,
siblings.
see, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. It's because the language barrier.
But even they understand her. Even with the language barrier, they're able to communicate. It's just that there are moments where it's no,
No
no one's
sabo.
no sabo, no sabo, and yeah, I feel like I also relate to the guilt of not being the best role model, best oldest sibling because I feel like the same way my older brother shut down and went through his teenage years, because we all got emotional during our teenage years and we hit puberty. The same way he did that to us, like to me, I did the same to my little brother. And I don't know, I feel guilty. I feel like almost as if I neglected him for some parts. But I'm like, I'm trying to make up for it. At least,
Yeah.
you know.
but it's also like we shouldn't feel that way. You know, it's not normal to feel that way. Normal.
Uh,
When the British come out or
I
whatever,
don't know. I have
it's not
maternal feelings.
it's not normal to feel that way because we're still kids. We're not
Yeah.
we're not grown up until 21. Like we shouldn't feel guilty for something our parents should have done. You know what I mean?
It's also not our fault though. We
Yeah,
both literally had to
we have to be
grow
the
up,
ones to step up and mature.
grow up
Like
too fast.
it's not our parents' fault. Like it is their first time living, I guess.
Everybody's first time.
But like like there has to be like a balance. Like the sibling cannot the sibling taking control or trying or just stepping up cannot be doing it all the time. It has to be like it's like the parent just being the babysitter. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like the parent has to be present, and
Yeah.
I feel like that's also like I also feel the need like I have to show up for my siblings because no one ever showed up for me. My mom never showed up to me for me, and my dad never showed up, but that's because he was working. So I guess that makes sense. And then my mom would never show up for me. Like she would forget I existed. Like I would have awards like in elementary like awards things or whatever for like attendance or like honor roll or something or whatever. And nobody, I would always look in the crowd, like maybe my mom got the email or like the principal called her. Nope, never there. I think the only person who ever showed up when like she could was my grandma, which is I grew up with my grandma most of my life. Like no, I forgot about that. I grew up with my grandma most of my life. Like I would always be with my grandma. I would always be my grandma's little helper. Growing up, everyone always called me my grandma's little helper because I would help her at work. I would always be at her house, and then she would send me back when I when I did something she didn't like or like I got in trouble, and or but it's crazy because I would always be with my grandma, but when I stayed the night at my grandma's house, I would always cry for my mom. Like I could not sleep in my grandma's house. Like I wanted my mom.
Well, yeah, that's natural
Like
for kids.
I forgot where I was going with this.
I don't remember.
Oh, showing up. Like my grandma was the old, like the when she could she showed up. She was the only person who ever like actually showed up for me. And I would always tell my mom that, and I tell her that like now even. I'm like you have to. I even tell her like you need to show up for like my siblings. Like you can't. I don't want them to feel the way that I did growing up because it's the worst thing ever and it affects you.
It does.
it like it like literally affects you so much like that you see other kids like their parents being there in the crowd supporting them like yelling their name cheering for them but like you're the only like kid just standing there not having anyone around you like nobody supporting you like it actually like freaks you up like
It
you
does.
have to accept the fact that no one's like ever gonna be there for you basically.
Right. That feeling. You just look into the crowd, hoping to see a familiar face. And
No, actually, like
there's no one. There's nobody there.
also like you know how's like some kids like when they have friends uh like the friend like mine or something, the friend's parents would be the ones stepping up for
Oh
like me.
yeah.
I've never had that either, but it's also because I moved schools like so many times. I never had a
Yeah.
stable. I never had a stable life. I never had like a stable school I ever went to. I always moved around. I was always the new kid. I would always move in the middle of the year or move in the beginning of the year and move schools the mid year. I was always hopping around. So that's why I feel like I have I get scared of getting too comfortable with people because
Yeah.
nothing's ever been permanent.
I feel like you never had stability.
I never had stability, so like I fear like once
Yeah.
I get too comfortable, like I don't want to get too comfortable because
Because you're already comfortable with the chaos. You feel like when everything's actually going well and stable, that it doesn't feel right. It
it
doesn't feel
yeah
comfortable. It's not the right. Like, I feel the same way. I remember like the first time I was I made this friend and she invited me for Thanksgiving to her house and like I never celebrate Thanksgiving ever. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I'll go with you. I remember being so uncomfortable and weird because her parents were actually talking to me, and like they weren't mad at her or yelling at her or getting her in trouble for little things. Because at my house, I was always getting in trouble. And when I had friends over, I was still getting yelled at. It didn't matter who was at the house. So I was like, oh my god, they actually like me. People actually like me. Or like at school, like middle school, a lot. If any teacher or like authority figure gave me a little bit of attention, you were my mom and you were my dad.
Same,
I
literally
looked up
me.
to you. You were my mom and dad. Yeah.
That's why I feel like the reason, like how I am the way in friendships, because I never had a stable school life. Like I didn't go to preschool. I only went to kindergarten. I've had a few school years where I went like I think 3 years was the max I've ever gone. Never gone over 3 years for a school. So high school is the actual first year I've gone over three. So fourth year. I had to beg my mom to let me stay at the
I
school I am right now because I
know.
I'm supposed to be going to I was supposed to go to another school where I used to live in the same area I'm in, but we moved, and so I'm supposed to go to the school my brother's at, where my brother's a freshman at right now. But I had to beg my mom because I was like, I don't want to like go through the same thing again. Like I got comfortable being in a stable school life that I don't want to go through it again. Like because I forgot how I felt. It was just like super unstable that I would go to a new school and people would automatically like come up to me, which I was like thankful because
Oh
I
yeah.
wouldn't have talked to people. Like I was just the anxiety was like I have peak anxiety. Like I would have never gone up to them. So I'm like glad they came up to me. And then that's like when things happen, but I would always just kind of be silent. Like I feel like yeah, cuz like when I said the first episode or something, I have levels to me. Like I have to observe
Oh
how you
yeah.
are first, and then I start like talking kind of.
Or like once you move around that much, you almost lose interest in wanting to make friends or any connections because you're just gonna end up leaving anyways.
Literally me. Like I still struggle with that at the school I'm at now. Like why should I make friends? Like what happens if I leave? Like that's also what like in friend groups, I'm just there. Like at like right now, like freshman through junior year, I had you. So I had like a stable friend group. But after you left and all my senior friends left, now it's like I'm just a friend. Like I'm literally like
Yeah.
just there. I'm joining a group. Well, I knew the group the friends I'm with right now. I knew them, but I wouldn't be constant with them. I would just like say hi, bye here and there. But now it's just like I'm there. It's like just quiet. But it's also like nice. Where I'm at right now, it's like they're nice, so like they talk to me, involve me. So I'm kind of glad about that. But it's like I'm just there, and I kind of feel like weird because I feel like I'm tagging along constantly. I hate that feeling. Like, I don't want to be the friend that another friend brought to the group that the whole group doesn't like. You know what I mean? Or like adds
Yeah.
another person.
That's how I feel too. Cause like when you get invited to groups, because like everyone in the group already knows each other, and they're like friends since I don't know elementary, middle school. You feel kind of out of place.
Yeah.
You don't feel like you're as close as they are to each other. That's how I feel like in all these friend groups. I feel like you got too comfortable with me being there for you, and like also the other seniors that were there,
Mm.
that you didn't take the effort to make new connections with new people until it was too late, and we left,
No, yeah.
and now you're
But
forced to make new
the
friends.
thing is I had friends my age. Like I knew people because like with my classes, but I just never continued talking to
Yeah,
them.
like
Is
not on a deeper level.
like I never got to actually know them because I just hung out. I've always hung out with older people. I had told you that one day, but I found out why I've always hung out with older people. What did I say?
I don't know,
I
because
don't hang out with people my age.
you're
Oh,
mature for
it's
your age.
like because of the way I grew up, I never had anyone my age. I've always hung out with the older people or younger, never my age group. So now that I'm like a senior and I have to like reconnect with people I talked to like my freshman, sophomore, and junior year. It's like kind of like it feels kind of weird, but I'm also like I'm getting out of my comfort zone and I'm like talking to new people. I'm like getting in like new friend groups, I guess, or like trying to talk to someone, but they have like their own friend group.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, I'm getting out of my comfort zone and talking to new people. Like, so I like, yeah, I'm like kind of proud of myself for that, cause
Me
dude,
too. I
like,
always like pushed her to make friends with the people her age. Leah, go talk to people. I'm graduating. I'm graduating this year.
but it's
That's
also
fine.
cause like I'm kind of like the friend like you have to talk to me first before I talk to
Yeah.
you. I only speak until spoken to, right? Is that how it goes?
Yeah. Basically.
And or like if I have a feeling like my body's like gravitating to you, like something's I like sense your aura or something. Like,
My aura was just it literally just pulled her in.
bro, it
Sucked her
literally
in.
did. Like,
She got
there's
attached to you
always
like that.
something. There's always something. Like something pulls me towards you to like that I know. Like we're gonna be like friends or something. Like the energy, I feel it, and I go talk to you, and that's when I like force myself to step up and like talk to you, and like be the first one to like initiate contact or like conversation. I mean, and like I'll like compliment or like do something. I don't know.
Yeah. If she never stepped up and talked to me, I'm
Yeah, we wouldn't.
yeah.
You wouldn't. It's because
In the time of life, I chose this for myself. I chose to be like lonely. Yeah, I didn't
you
want
want
to
to be
make friends.
mysterious.
I didn't have interest in making friends. That's why because I felt like every connection I was making either they'd leave or like I would hurt someone on accident. I just didn't want to have any emotional connections to anyone. So I didn't have any interest in making friends. Like yeah, I would talk to you, we would hang out, but outside of school, no, we were not friends. Uh, I don't think I started like really connecting with people until my senior year. Like she was my best friend, and I had other friends that I was very close with, but not like in a deeper level of a connection, like where I'd actually miss them. I think that just happens to everyone their senior year, but me especially because of the way I was and how I refused to kind of make the connections. Once I started opening up and actually letting myself feel that connection for people, I was like, whoa, I should have done this sooner. Like the amount of people, like friends I could have had if I just opened up and talked to way more people in my high school.
It's so
Like,
funny
why are
because
why are we connecting now? You were in my class my sophomore year. Why are we just becoming friends right now?
no, literally because tell me why. When I was at training for senior barbecue, I'm talking to these because I was mostly partnered up with guys, so I was talking to the guys. I'm like, dude, you're pretty chill. Like you're a cool guy. Like I even told this one guy, I was like, I've never seen you before, and he's like, yeah, I'm like the type of person to be like only in small groups. I was like I relate. Like props to you. Like I know what you mean, but and I'm just like, dude, like if we had a class together, like I would totally talk to you. Like I'm like meeting these new people. I'm like I've never seen in my life. But it's also because at school I have tunnel vision, so everybody is blurred out. Like I cannot see you. Even like when my friends say hi to me, well I can't hear. I have bad hearing too. I'm freaking bad, bro. Like blew on my ears, and
Yeah.
they'll be like they text me later and be like, Leah, I said hi to you. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I can't see and and I couldn't hear you. It's just like I'm closed off. So I was literally when I was talking to the people yesterday at the training, I was literally thinking of you because you were like, if I would have talked to you sooner, like try to like get to know new people, we could have been friends or
Right,
something.
exactly.
Literally crazy.
Like there was cool people all along. I just decided to hate the world way too early. That's only because I moved schools. Like once I moved schools, I was just like, damn, I only have like 2 years left of high school. What really, like, what am I gonna get out of making friends here? Everyone already knew each other.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was friends. Like they had their own cliques and friend groups. And I moved in the middle of the semester, so it wasn't like there was any new people or like freshmen or anything. I was like the new one basically. So obviously I shut down. I didn't want friends. I had my friends from sort of. Like we talk sometimes, but I
Just
did
expose
move.
where we live.
I don't live there anymore. I don't know where I live now.
I'm bleeping that out.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I lost my connections, but like they're still there. Like I hung out with them recently. I love them. I still love my friends. Like everyone from my past, I still love you guys.
You know what's crazy is like, you know what the friend group at like where you work right now? It's like the invisible string theory. Because you know how like we've always seen them at school, but we never talked to them, and now we're like friends with them, like after you graduated.
For sure.
Like that's crazy.
It's crazy, yeah.
Because we went to school together, and I've even had one of them in my class. We never talked though.
I mean, I knew about them. I just.
Well, you knew about them. Well, you didn't, but you did, because we would always talk about them.
It was also my connection with this person there, but like.
But that wasn't before. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like when your junior year, we would just, you know.
Yeah, I knew they existed. We had classes together. It's just we never crossed paths.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I would have enjoyed if we did, like especially with my manager. She's awesome. Like I had her in a class, but we never talked to each other. But now that we do talk to each other, it's like, wait, why are we like twins? But yeah. You know, everything happens for a reason. You know, maybe.
No, literally.
Right time. Wait, right person, wrong time.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
But what are you trying to like? What situation are you trying to get at?
What situation? What do you mean? Like.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Like we're meant to
yes,
be friends.
yes. I get.
Yeah. Not during.
It just clocked in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Cool. I wouldn't want to be friends with you either.
Bro, you literally wanted to be mysterious.
I didn't choose to be mysterious.
You literally just said, "Oh, I'm gonna choose to be lonely. I'm in the middle of the year."
Yeah, that was because of my trauma and my problems. It wasn't like I'm gonna do it because I want to look cool. But we all know, like, it might have appeared as it, but as soon as you got to know me, it would switch the script. We all know that I was chronically online. All you had to do was hit that follow button, bro.
That's crazy.
It lost all the
that's how you know that's like our different thing.
Yeah.
She was chronically online growing up. You had technology or no?
I had technology.
Yeah, she had technology. Me, no social media, no technology. Like.